Huh?
You said it's the wrong time to do the coal line?
I said the instant I don't like it.
Oh, which one is that?
Hmm?
Which incense is that?
It's a sandalwood instant, but it just the the brand.
Mm-hmm.
So what you been up to?
I mean, for like, as of right now, not much because my body is like recovering, so I've just been resting.
What happened? You got beat up?
Huh?
Nothing. You got sick, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't feel like I'm sick. I just feel like my body is clearing something. I don't feel sick.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I feel sick, but I don't feel like it's sickness, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is. You just have to let your body does what it does and obviously help it with like nutrients and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of, I actually have an apple, so I'm gonna eat that. And also, I have to take my vitamins.
Mm-hmm.
How about you?
Mm-hmm. Um, things is I don't know. Things is getting better. Think I'm starting to see results. Think I'm starting to see progress.
That's so nice.
I'm scratching
What
some
is
things off
that?
the list and adding more things.
Cat is so creepy.
Hmm.
Well, I'm glad that you're starting to see progress in your situation, even if it's small,
Mm-hmm.
but it means you're going somewhere.
All progress is to be celebrated.
Mhm.
I always tell people that you celebrate all progress.
Yeah. While you were
Just
talking to me, the cat just randomly ran in here and was staring at me. I don't know if he thought I had food or something.
my voice.
He's probably wondering who is that.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, all progress is to be celebrated. We just can't get caught up in the thing. We can't get caught up in the celebration. I look at life like this. If a shark don't swim, he dies, meaning that for us, even though we might not get taller or whatever, that doesn't mean that we can't grow internally. And so there's gonna be times and periods in your life where you make mistakes. There's gonna be times and periods where you neutral. It's gonna be times and period where you grow. But
Yeah.
you just can't get caught up in the past growth. You gotta keep looking to grow.
Right now, I feel very bored. You know what I realized?
What's that?
So you know how I'm always talking about like how I'm bored.
Mm-hmm.
Since I was like not feeling well and I was resting,
Mm-hmm.
it was kind of overstimulating to kind of have to just lay down.
No, you was understimulated. If you was doing nothing, then that can't be overstimulating. I get what you're saying. I think I
Uh-huh.
understand what you're saying, but I think the correct way of saying I think because I'm not above reproach. I think the better way of saying that is to say that me doing nothing, me being understimulated, bothered me. It probably was just your nervous system not used to being still. To be honest with you,
Yeah, because usually I'm on like my devices and stuff, but I realize even while using that, it's not fulfilling all the time. Like it gets,
monotonous.
yeah. That's kind of my life in general right now. I was also thinking, I think once start living on my own, I want to be actually really healthy because I feel like I'm fine. Like the only reason I get sick is when I'm around other people, really.
Mm-hmm.
But like on my own, I'm fine.
Mm-hmm.
One time I didn't get sick for like 3 years, not even a flu or anything. For 3 years.
That's cool. That's actually pretty darn cool. Let me turn this TV on. Turn the TV off. Turn this TV off. Turn the TV off. Turn this TV off. Who is that? Rainbow? What up, Rainbow? My show about to come on. Hey, what you doing now? Smashing your apple?
Wait, why are you talking to the person in the chat?
No, I was asking you. You smashing your apple now?
If I'm on?
You eating your apple?
No, I'm watching something. I can't bother to get up right now. So,
Mm-mm. I'm really salty, man. I'm really salty. Like, I really like this shit is not cool, like at all. It's just not okay. I'm so upset, man. What up? Nothing, man. I got some time on my hands right now, and I got time to process shit, and I'm not okay with the shit that's been going on. And then the shit, my thing is that motherfuckers act like I'm the one that's tripping. So I don't know if that's to like avoid accountability or I don't know what the fuck that shit is for, but that shit is not cool. It's just not because I don't do that. The shit I don't do that shit to people. I don't judge people nothing. I just try to help and keep it moving. I don't put labels on people. I see a problem, I try to fix it and move forward. And when I got a problem, I talk to you if I got a problem with you. You're not gonna hear it from a third party. You're not gonna hear it from my friends or from the internet. You're gonna hear it directly from me, and it ain't because I'm tough and I'm trying to check you. But it ain't about me being tough or nothing like that. It's simply just a matter of when you got a problem, you have to address it, meaning that you got to come up with a solution. If you're not coming up with solutions, you just wasting time. I'm solution based. I'm solution oriented. You can't nobody come to me and tell me no problems that they got. And then we just gonna be like, bust the windows out his car. No, no, we gonna sit down and we gonna come up with something that's best for everybody involved. What happened? What do someone I ain't gonna lie. This stuff I'm not gonna put if it's I mean, if it was something related to YouTube or something like that, then I would put it out there. But it ain't related to YouTube, so I ain't gonna put my business or nobody else's business out there. But it's just the fact that do am I perfect? No. But I'm getting dogged constantly. Motherfuckers feel like it's okay to dog me. Mm-mm. What's up, Sal? You ain't fucking with me?
I'm just watching.
Man, hey, listen, man. I made this live specifically for you.
Okay.
I don't want to hold you against your will. I'm just letting you know, like I did this. You know, I ain't forcing you to stay online if you don't want to.
Yeah, I know.
This shit is crazy, man. It's cool. I'm about to holla at Ja. My shit together, man. Double tap that screen, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel.
I have some potato here.
Hmm?
I have potato, and I don't know if it's because I'm sick, but it tastes like bitter.
The potato tastes better.
Uh huh.
You eating a raw potato?
No, they're boiled,
Boiled potatoes?
but I don't think it has any sugar or anything. I hear me sugar. It doesn't have any salt or anything on it. It's just like the potato itself.
Mm. I mean, potatoes do kind of taste like earthy and bland. Like that is like a potato. But I don't know. A boiled potato, I don't think they are too bitter. I just think that they probably bland. But it could be bitter. I don't know. I don't know what kind of potato you got. Idaho potatoes.
I feel like sometimes don't you feel like daydreaming about stuff? Like
Do I feel like daydreaming about stuff sometimes?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think daydreaming is something that a lot of people just write off as something that stupid people do or people who got, attention deficit or something. But that's actually not true. Being able to access the abstract part of your brain is directly tapping into the feminine side of your brain, where you're not constrained about time and space, where you can allow your brain to do its thing, or you and your brain together can explore things, possibilities, etc. There's nothing wrong with that. Actually, more people need to do that. That's
Mhm.
actually like quite literally a form of meditation. If not, you can just call it meditate. Daydreaming is meditation to a certain degree. especially if it's done consciously. Well, I can't say if it's done consciously or not. The act of is what a lot of people look for when they talking about I'm trying to meditate.
Okay, makes sense.
Because one big thing that a lot of people don't talk about when you're talking about meditation is visualization. Without proper knowledge and without proper visuals, uh then you won't get proper results. That's why I tell people, like, if you got PTSD and shit like that, that's you we can use that like a superpower. You got that abstract free part of your brain where you can explore possibilities, infinite the dimension of infinite possibilities and infinite potential, all that stuff. Man, it's people that pay millions of dollars to do that.
For
Uh
me,
huh.
I'm not the best at visualizing.
Can you close your eyes and visualize an apple?
Um, Not really.
So what if what can you visualize? If you could visualize anything right now, close your eyes. What can you see?
I don't think I can visualize anything on command. It
What
would have
about a
to be
pink
a case
elephant?
where it comes naturally to me.
You know what a pink elephant look like though. All right, can you remember an apple then versus visualizing it? Can you go back and recall being at somebody's house and getting a fruit out of the fruit bowl?
Um,
What's your favorite food?
Probably like burger.
Okay, so what's your favorite burger at home, at McDonald's? What like where do you where is your favorite burger at? Homemade, whatever.
That's the one where you buy the ingredients at the store.
Homemade. Yeah, okay. So so do you remember how a burger tastes?
Yeah,
Do you remember how a burger smell?
yeah,
Do you know what it sound like when the grease popping in a skillet?
yeah.
What else do you like on your burger? You like buns? Do you like regular bread? Do you like onions, pickles,
I like
tomatoes?
I like lettuce. Um, and I like cheese. I like sauce.
Okay, so can you remember a time where you made a burger?
Yeah,
Can you remember it with your eyes open?
yeah.
Did you just visualize? Actually, you just tapped into all your senses and you wasn't even there. You just time traveled. So if you could remember a time when you tasted a burger, when you cooked the burger, when you ate the burger, if you can remember when you what you went to the store to get to make the burger, there's a visual apparatus associated with those memories. It's not just one sense, which is vision, but you remember the sound. That's another sense. So that's already two sounds. Then three senses is you can smell it, you can taste it, right? So you can access all of your senses. You just need to sit down and practice it. And the best thing to do is do something that you're familiar with. So you can't say that you can't or it don't come natural to you. Visualization comes natural to everybody. But more than just visualization, every single type of memory recall It's not just visual, but we can use the visual to stimulate it. What I'm talking about. But maybe you could sit down and we could do some guided meditations or something. But it's definitely there for you. Yes, man. So, so what you just did was you just lucid dream with your eyes open. You was able to experience a time in the space that wasn't currently happening on the third dimension. You literally just lucid dreamed in front of everybody. You ain't even know. Look at that. He said, look at that. Yeah, look at that.
Nobody typed that.
No, it was your TV. It sounded like it said, look at that.
Oh, that
But
maybe that was confirmation.
right. But when you dreaming and stuff like that, when you talking about daydreaming or dreaming or memory recall, listen, it's all you accessing. You just accessing your senses. You accessing that abstract part of the brain. So the job of the feminine brain is to perceive, and then the job of the masculine brain is to make sense of what we perceive. Now, the thing about perception is we could create a perception or we can receive a perception, whether it's looking, by hearing, by tasting, by smelling, whatever. I got another exercise for you. I want you to repeat after me, but I want you to say what I say in your head. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Say, I love you. So I got to ask you a question. Who said I love you and who heard I love you?
Me?
Now, how can you be separated at three? How can you witness it, do it, and receive it? So you sent the message, received the message, and witnessed two people sending and receiving the message.
You said who sent it and who received it.
Who sent it and who received it? Because you sent the message when you said I love you. But you also received the message when you heard yourself say I love you. But you also witnessed yourself say it and you witnessed yourself hear it.
Yeah, that's why I said that me.
So that right there proves that you have the capability to operate in multiple dimensions at one time. It's just about sitting down and really putting in the work. Z, what up? Z, what's going on? Have you looked into the eight limbs of yoga yet?
No.
I want you to do a deep dive in that and let me know what you get from it. Not a deep dive. I just want you to get the eight limbs and see what the eight limbs mean, and tell me what you think about it.
Okay.
What's going on, Z? I don't know if she up to reading, but we got one of the best readers on Gaia right now in the chat. I mean, on the live on the panel. I'm gonna call it the duplex since it's a split screen. We got it side by side. Can I interest you in a donation based reading, Z?
Are they still here?
I can't tell. Double tap that screen, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, donate to reciprocate. Remember, everything that you donate goes directly to food, shelter, and water. If you haven't seen it yet, please go check out the daily collective reading that's in my YouTube shorts. And then I did a timeless collective reading at the beginning of the last live. And so if you haven't checked those out, please, please, please go check those out. Probably a bit later. I'm just kind of poor. Well, don't feel obligated to donate. Spirit just told me that for abundance, I gotta make sure I ask. So since you're not interested in a donation based reading, can I offer you a free reading? Can I offer you a general reading? Or would you like maybe like a general money reading, maybe a general love reading, or what's going on? Double tap that screen, hit that like button. If you would like a free reading, you gotta type and let me know you here. Just type here if you want to be added to the free reading. Don't feel obligated to donate. That's why I got the ads on, okay? So this is the home of the free tarot readings. Only thing you got to do is hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know you want to get online and patiently wait your turn. If you get bored, by all means, please spam the 4 green hearts in the chat.
I'm gonna go get the apple. I don't think I can eat this potato. It's horrible.
Do me a favor, Siren. Sit down, take a couple deep breaths, and then I want you to visualize yourself walking to go pick up the apple and then walking back and coming and back and sitting down. I want you to visualize how your feet feel on the floor, the different temperatures of the different rooms or the hallway or wherever you got to walk through. I just want you to.
I have to go get it though.
Yeah, you can go get it. I just asked you to visualize yourself doing it before you actually did it. All right, so we're gonna do just a quick general reading brought to you by the number two and Pepsi. Diet Pepsi. All right. Okay, so I was gonna pull you 2 cards, but actually there was a card that just jumped out. So we're gonna focus in on this card right here, which is bum bum bum. The Ace of Swords. That ain't working. I don't
Get
want
my
to.
cards as well. Well, let's see how much I can do because I'm not feeling the best. But feel like I just got a little bit of energy. Mm,
Okay. So I'm sorry, I had to clear something out the way real fast. Okay. So just starting off with the basics. Hey, Si, you mind muting real fast because you're the background noise or the TV or something. I don't know what it is. I don't know if you got noise cancellation, but maybe if you turn that on. Uh-oh. Okay. So let's go ahead and get this thing cracking, starting off with looking at the eight. So the eights, it's kind of like the number one in the suit, and it represents the new beginning. Okay. And so what this Ace of Swords represent is a new beginning with in the mind. And the sword represents the air element, which is thoughts, communication, etc. Think like throat chakra, third eye crown when you see the swords. Okay. When you see the cups, think heart chakra, etc. All right. So, anyways, when we're talking about a new beginning, this could be an epiphany. Maybe you could be putting together uh, some solutions to a problem that's been bothering you. Maybe you've been feeling stagnant and didn't know what to work on, and then something can be revealed to you on something you could work on, or maybe like possibly a new hobby or something. But when you see the Ace of Swords, and if you've been calling on a new beginning in the area, what the Ace of Swords is saying is that maybe we need to see what we can see in a sense. Because in the sword suit, the swords also represents forward thinking, right? The swords represents being able to foresee or foreshadow things. You with me so far, Z?
Hello?
Yeah, I was just waiting to see what where Z was at. Okay, so can I ask a question? Have you had any like ideas, new ideas, or any new um have you been working on like a plan for something? Are you planning on something right now? Just an hour ago you said that. Hmm, okay.
Oh,
Um, just an hour ago. Okay, so I'm gonna pull another card. So it's one thing before I pull another card I want to say is that your crown is intact. Okay, and so with your crown being intact, so you get the sixth card of the major arcana. Okay, so one thing that you got to understand is that this card is going to run a very prominent theme moving forward, no matter if it's going to be slow and gradual or fast and hard. This card is going to make itself known in your life. Okay, so I always get the obvious right with this card and go straight to the meat and the potatoes. And what do you mean by that, KP? Well, what KP means is that
yeah. What does 666 mean again? That's I don't know. Huh? Oh, you don't like turn off the mic? No, I don't have noise cancellation.
so what I was asking was, Siren, I was asking, what did you think the difference in the trees meant? And I was asking Z the same thing. I was asking, what did y'all think that the two trees meant?
I think that it probably has something to do with like a balance.
That's interesting. I want to hear more.
Maybe like balance between rest and work, something like that.
Okay, so when we talking about symbology, right? What would a fruit represent, and what would a fire or a flame represent? Z said balance. Mhm. So a quick way of saying it, what I'm looking, the way I'm looking at this, a quick way, a short way of saying this is that um hidden in the meaning of the lover's card is choices, right? We have to make good choices. And a tree, no matter what tree it is, she said, "What's your results? What your results are or effects?" Hmm. Now that's very interesting. Dang, I wish I could hear you break that down. Maybe you could type it real quick while I'm talking. But so trees come from seeds, right? And we know symbolically the seeds represents an intention or a wish or a manifestation or whatever, right? So what it looks like is that these are two people coming together, right? Under spirit, whatever. But hidden behind them is the trees, and the trees tell the story of what their intentions are. So you kind of right, is what you putting in is what you're going to get out. What are your results and effects? I think you're right on point. Yeah, the fruits. So basically it represents what the two parties is going into the situation for. But the only thing about it is that the feminine side bears a warning of deception. The snake represents the a little while ago and making the moves that you making. Now you just got to make sure that you move forward with the right intentions in mind, with the right focus. Don't make any decisions out of spite to prove anybody wrong. You only going to do things to prove yourself right. Meaning that you had an idea, you had a goal, you had a dream, you had an ambition, and you set yourself forward in motion to achieve the things that you set out to achieve, and you here. So no matter if it's love, if it's business, but it sounds like it might be some sort of romantic. It was so was the situation you talking about? Was it a romantic situation?
Did you see their comment
No.
where they said, I just mean that's our fruits?
Oh yeah, I did see that. I addressed that. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, that's exactly right. That's what I was saying, which is that the when you're talking about bearing the fruit from the tree, is it all depends on the seed that you plant, which is your intention. So in the lover's card, people always talk. Well, so we got to understand that there's a few cards that connect together, right? Like for example, the two of cups and the lover's card. So if you look at the two of cups will be like you exchange numbers with somebody. This the moment that you fell in love, etc. The lover's card is taking it to the next step, right? This is long-term commitment, etc. So This is why the two people is naked, because they're supposed to be truthful in the union. You understand what I'm saying? They supposed to, the clothes represents, like, the different colors of the clothes represent different things, like chakras, etc. But whenever you got somebody like the world card or whatever, whenever you get people naked, the sun card, it represents purity. It represents a person being whole. And so with her moving forward and her standing up and saying what she had to say for herself, or he, I think it's a her though, but her saying what she had to say for herself or whatever, that's this is confirmation that the Ace of Swords is saying that your crown is on right. Now you just got to move forward thinking clearly, right? Don't, like I said, don't prove nobody wrong. Froze. It's okay now. All right. Yeah, don't be trying to prove nobody wrong. Don't do this, don't do that. This next, whatever alterations that you got to make to your goal, to your plans, right? Because we all got plans that ain't going to change for nobody. Like, we all going to do certain things no matter what. Like, we all, like, for example, people who meditate, they're going to meditate no matter what. You see what I'm saying? So, whatever your goal is, getting money, falling in love, whatever you want to do, whatever you do, um the path is clear. The Ace of Swords is saying that the ground is ready for you to grab your sword, meaning you dictate from a higher level, meaning above the heart with the brain. And the reason why I say above the heart is because, again, when we there is deception when we tap into that heart space. And the deception ain't nothing but happiness. The reason why happiness, because of deception, because it clouds the judgment, and that's what this crown represents. The crown represent you putting on you put on your crown today. You understand what I'm saying? You crowned yourself queen. You took control of your path. So you can look at this lover's card as duality between left brain, right brain within you. This could be you freeing yourself and being balanced so you can meet somebody who's equally balanced. Heart is an idiot here, unfortunately. No, the heart ain't an idiot. The heart, so the heart, so the brain thinks with logic. The heart thinks with feelings. The stomach thinks with fight or flight, if that makes sense. The stomach, well, I would say the root think with safety, fight or flight. So, so the reason why I bring that up is that if you understand the endocrine system, then you understand that the nervous system and the endocrine system run side by side. Okay, we gotta have nerves in the endocrine system in order for the endocrine system to work. So, with that being said, even though the heart, quote unquote, is what we associate with emotions, is not exactly true per se. But using that loose terminology, um, the endocrine system basically got brain cells running through it. That's how the brain is able to send messages throughout the body, because the brain is extended throughout the body. We just don't think about it like that. We got all these fancy names for all these different things, but if we break it down to the simplest form, there's wires that go from your brain all the way throughout your body, worn out from fight or flight. Well, hit me up for a free consultation and I got you. But what I will tell you from here is that you got to make good choices. If you Google the lover's card right now, of course the lover's card going to say all these beautiful things, but one thing you're going to consistently see is the lover card talks about making good choices. Right? It's one thing that you can't help who you fall in love with, but you can help who you give your love to. That just like when you go to the shelter, you can fall in love with all of the puppies, but you only gonna get the right one. You understand what I'm saying? But take some, and that's funny because I just mentioned that earlier. Your nervous, when you say you worn out from fight or flight, your nervous system has been overstimulated too long. Your adrenal glands have been over secreting for too long. And fortunately, I have a little bit experience in this, being wearing the many hats that I wear, right? Being a life coach, etc. Being a yogi, a Reiki Master, etc. I know a little bit about, nervous systems and whatnot. And speaking of nervous systems, go back to my playlist, Removing Manifestation Blockages, episode 8. Okay. And I talk a little bit about nervous system regulation. I talk about different things that overstimulate the nervous system, as especially young as a child, and how we carry it forward. So the next episode is going to be, how do we know, what are the exact signs and symptoms of carrying trauma? Like, how are we going to recognize it in ourselves, and how are we going to recognize it in other people? You understand what I'm saying? Well, like I said, your nerves are bad. Hit me up for a free consultation. My services are donation based. If you do ask for a fee, I mean, if you ask for a price, I could give you a price. But we do, this is a donation based. This is a, faith based organization here. So I won't be turning you down for money, race, creed, or anything like that. All right. Only thing you got to do is reach out. I challenge you to. I'm curious to see what this third card was. The Five of Cups. I'm happy I did pull it out. So, I feel like if you have any blockages in your way, it's going to be the upregulated nervous system. And so, what that would look like for you is crying over spilled milk. What that look like for you, and I'm basing this off the Five of Cups, okay? So this is a loose, but aloha from Hawaii. Shout out to Hawaii.
Hey, Lehulu. I think that's how their name is pronounced.
Shout out to Laulu. Lai Lee Lee Lai Hulu.
Yeah, their name is pronounced Lehulu.
Lai Hulu. Shout out to Lai Hulu.
Lehulu.
So what this will look like for you moving forward is worrying about, basically crying over spilled milk, right? Worrying about things. And all of those feelings that you're going to feel when you separate yourself from people is legit. You're going to miss them. But you also going to wish that certain things would have changed. Um, you're going to reminisce. It's going to be things that's going to remind, whatever, you're going to go through it, right? But this is where the Ace of Swords kick in, because with our crown on straight, we allow ourselves to go through those things. But once we recognize it, we don't feel guilt because it's normal human stuff. So we don't feel guilt, but what we do is pick ourselves up, dust ourselves off, and move forward. Meaning that, yeah, it's okay for me to miss that person. Yeah, it's okay for me to love that person. Yeah, it's okay for me to wish things was better. But guess what? Even no matter if I don't want to start over or not, if I want true love, I'm going to have to start over. And the reason why I love this Five of Cups so much is because it has a bridge right here, right? And here we go with the tarot school. Siren, what does the bridge mean here? Or what would you say the bridge mean here? Can I get something?
What card is that? The
Five
Five
of
of.
Cups. But I'm talking about the bridge in specific.
I would say what that symbolizes to me, and it's over the water, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would say what that symbolizes to me is being able to like find a way then, because I know the Five of Cups is about emotional discontentment and sometimes isolation.
And you said it's find your what?
Huh?
You said what did you say that? Say that again. You said just find your what? Or what you say?
Bridge?
You'll find your bridge.
No, I said that for to me the bridge would symbolize being able to find a way.
Find a way. Yes. Okay. I like that. So what is so we already know the water represent what?
That would be like the emotional state,
And
like
so I'm sorry to cut you off, but a fast moving river will represent what kind of emotional state? Would it be a cool one or a turbulent one?
I would say more turbulent or like imbalance.
Okay. So the bridge is there symbolically to so what remember whatever's happened on the outside of the card is what's going on inside of the person. And that's whether it's the person on the car or possibly you in your life. So what I'm saying is that the lingering feelings can look like um crying over spilled milk, missing people, etc., but also having moments of clarity, etc. Again, what you got to do is not allow yourself to get caught in the loop, especially the negative thought loops, because there's emotions tied to those negative thoughts. Well, it's emotions tied to everything, but we can't spill those cups and then let it just sit there. You know what I'm saying? We got to get up, rinse them off, and then keep it moving because the bridge is here to connect you from the past to the future. You understand what I'm saying? And the best way to do it is to go over those emotions. So if you can manually force yourself to say, "Hey, you know what? Is you gave it a few minutes. Now it's time to do something else. Just go get up, wash your hands, rub some water on your face, and sing a happy song or something on YouTube. But don't allow yourself to get caught up in the shoulda, coulda, woulda or none of that stuff because your healing is first. The path moving forward is first, and you don't want to turn into a pillar of salt. Yeah, I like that little Bible reference I threw in there. Sadness is a choice. Grief, but maybe you can't control the things that make you sad. You can't control the things that make you angry, stuff like that. Like your triggers are your triggers. But it's up to you to use the Ace of Swords to get control of your triggers, to not allow yourself to stay triggered too long. Because this is how it works. In the beginning, you might not catch yourself reacting to a trigger. But you might think like, you know what, next time I get triggered, I can't go off like that, or I can't do this, I can't do that. The next time it happens, or maybe the next couple times it happens, you catch yourself in the middle of reacting. You say, you know what? I'm angry right now. Let me go calm down. I'm crying. I'm sad right now. Let me go calm down. And then maybe a little while longer, maybe the next time you get triggered, you say, you know what? I feel like I'm about to get triggered right now. Let me breathe. Let me walk away. Let me count to 10. And then the next stage is this person just did something that made me upset. And I don't even feel like I need time to calm down. You see what I'm saying? It's a progression. And it can happen day by day, it can happen hour by hour. Sometimes it might take a month. But I never tell people that you gotta heal by this amount of time. But what I tell people is I challenge you to be honest with yourself and ask yourself, are you really putting effort towards such and such? And if you have any problems on your healing journey, are you seeking the solutions? Are you calling KP? Are you texting KP? Are you hitting up Siren? Are we hitting up our coaches, our readers, our diviners? Right? Are we using the resources? Because there's so many people up here out here who do good work on YouTube for free, good work on TikTok, all that stuff for free. There's plenty of good readers and coaches that answer questions for free. So that's where the challenge come in. That's where the Ace of Swords come in to say, if you honest enough to say, I've been hella salty. I ain't even gonna lie. I think it's something in the air. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm jokingly saying that, but I don't know if it's the planets. I need to see what's going on. But it's been a lot of stuff going on. Like I've been more angrier than I ever been. Like the police was like at my neighbor's house for domestic violence call. Like I've been seeing a lot of stuff on the news. Even like some of the people that I work with, or like whatever. Like it's been like people's been on edge lately. It's like it's Mercury retrograde or like something. You know what I'm saying? But I feel you when you said for real. I feel so salty lately. Hella. Like I was just texting somebody that on my last live, like I'm not happy, man. And I'm not happy just to be petty. I'm not happy because shit not right. And I just can't pretend like you know what I'm saying? Like, no, that ain't cool, cuz. That shit that's happening is not cool, cuz. No, they all people. It just depends on who cloned them. That's about to get the internet started. KP believe in clones. You gotta lock him up. Watch out. But and what I mean by clones is it really just depends on and this is oh, I'm so happy you said that because this leads directly into the lovers card where you got love and choices. Love and choices. If you look at the lovers card, what you're gonna see consistency is references to love and references to making good choices. So so I wanna I wanna ask you a question. Are you really vibing with people that resonate on the frequencies that you resonate on? Because it ain't about if one frequency better than another one. It's about what resonates with you. And are you vibing, meaning that are you together with people and y'all not exactly on the same frequency? That's the lover's card. But I feel like that's a question that I gotta ask myself, you gotta ask yourself, and because my whole thing is that when you look up the eight limbs of yoga, Siren, a part of the eight limbs of yoga is being able to withdraw from the senses. So that means it doesn't matter what somebody says. It doesn't matter what somebody cooking. It don't matter what you seen somebody do. It doesn't matter what you taste, right? It doesn't matter what you feel, nothing. What matters is that are you one with yourself? And are you reactionary or are you able to be cool, calm, and collected and be able to think about something in a split second and make the best decision possible? Like when they say, "Oh, he woke up and chose violence today," what they trying to say is that there's a split second between premeditated and meditated. It's a thin line. And like Minister Jew said, people practice being angry. People practice being bitter. And you don't know you do, but everybody says this. Next time somebody do this to me, I'ma do this. But it just depends on if it's rooted in love or is it rooted in anger. Because you could say the next time this person disrespect me, I'm going to pull them to the side and I'm gonna tell them how I feel with an ice statement. I feel disrespected when you curse. Or you can say the next time this happened to me, I'm gonna punch them in their face. I don't care who watching. I'll lose my job. I don't care. Ain't nobody gonna disrespect me. You see what I'm saying? Everybody practice something. The question is, are you practicing being bitter or are you practicing healing, loving, nurturing energy? You see what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter. We're not gonna feel guilty about nothing that we did in the past. What we're gonna do is correct what we need to correct and move forward. Because that guilt can knock over another cup. I'm already down to 2 cups. I can't afford no more cups to be knocked over. What they say? I left my spoons at home, or what's that saying, y'all? I'm short on spoons today, or it's something. I don't know the statement, but I know y'all done heard it before. I might not be as cultured as y'all, but I know y'all heard that statement before. Hmm. Wow, what a reading. What a reading. Yeah, but in closing, like I was saying, based off of what you were saying, these people are people. It's just a lot of people is led by pain. A lot of people, and we write them off as saying like, "Oh, that's just such and such. That's just how she is." But really, that person is exhibiting defense mechanisms that let me know that they are traumatized and they really need help. And they really telling me that they've been hurt. Either they've been hurt so many times or they've been hurt so bad that they don't have the capacity to even give people the benefit of the doubt. I don't look at people like that as bad people. I look at people like that as people who need help. Because a normal healthy person wouldn't operate like that. Like super like people who's so defensive. People who always think that somebody trying to call them stupid, or you know what I'm saying, or people trying to take advantage of them, or ain't nobody gonna talk to me like no kid. Like we all know those people who be blowing stuff out of proportion all the time, like all the time. Like come on, auntie, all the time, cousin. Come on, nephew, all the time, brother, sister, something. Come on now, all the time. We just got to make sure that we resonating on the right frequency, and we can't let external forces disrupt our internal frequency, because then we start having an incoherent frequency within ourselves. So then that means that we're going to be sending off bad energy, and we don't want that. So yeah, oh man, fight night. I'm not going to see out like fight night. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, donate to reciprocate. Remember, everything that you donate goes directly to food, shelter, and water. If you would like a free or donation based reading type, I'm ready for a reading. If you want to donate, check out the description box. If you're interested in learning about any of my services, including but not limited to guided meditations, group and individual. I do private tarot readings. I do have a few oracle decks. Um, what I love to do is life coaching, 101, um, couples, all that stuff. Hit me up. I'm your guy. Uh, Contact information is in the chat as well as in the description box below. So Z, I hope I was able to not only confirm some things, but actually share some light and possible guidance on moving forward. Ain't nothing never easy, right? Ain't never the right time to do something uncomfortable. But we got to be brave in the face of adversity. Everybody gets scared, but not everybody is brave. And that's a fact, Jack. So no more looking back. We're gonna slowly but surely let go of the saltiness. We can easily do that by deep breathing, breathing from the diaphragm, what my guru would like to call diaphragmic breathing. I just think he likes saying stuff like that because of his accent. That's funny. Siren, I put you to sleep. Hmm. Uh, My ain't my phone charging? That's what I need to know. Yo, Z, you still in the building, Z? Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. I
I
listen to my show.
actually just fell asleep.
Hey, all right. Well, last call for alcohol. Anybody want to read? I done bored my co-host to sleep. So shout out to my sleepy co-host, Siren. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna give it about. Wow, we've been on live for 80 minutes. God damn. All right, so I'll give it about one more minute. I'm gonna go ahead and shut him down.
Okay.
It's time for me to get my cup. I'm about to go get some change. Go beg for some change.
But you can do one for me.
Hey, I'm honored. I wish you was. I wish you wasn't so sleepy. I asked you to give me a reading.
Well, it's not that I'm sleepy. I'm just not feeling my baseline since I've got a flu.
Benito. Pick a number between 1 and 2.
So,
All right. So emotional fulfillment. 9 of Cups. 8 of Pentacles. Working hard. 4 of Cups. But it came out of reverse, and I honor that reverse card. Okay. So this 4 of Cups kind of confusing me right now. All right. So we know the 9 is the number of fulfillment, and we looking at emotional fulfillment here. So what I think is that I think this might be a new perspective that you can carry. Um, and I'm not saying that to say that you aren't tapped into love, but any if you have any inequities or any not inequities, but if you feel maybe I don't know, maybe you got somebody you used to be close to that you're not close to anymore or something like that. You got anything social, whether it's family or friends or whatever, maybe it might be time to clear that or make sure something like that is balanced. And then moving forward to the 8, I think that you clearing whatever this I'm picking up on it as social. It could be something different, but whatever this emotional thing is, I feel like that's going to clear the path for you to buckle down and for you to gain time or gain some track on where you say you should be. Like say for example, you had a particular goal by the new year you have for your YouTube and you haven't hit it. Where I feel like some of the emotional baggage that might have been clouding your judgment is going to clear the way for you to be able to buckle down. So the 8 is very close to the 10, is very close to the 9. So what I would say is that is if you can get into isolation, even if it's a room full of people, if you can isolate and focus, you gonna you're going to be rewarded for the diligence, for the hard work that you put in. Now, the Four of Cups, the four is balanced no matter what, right? Um, I don't know. What do this Four of Cups? The first thing that came to my mind is letting go of stubbornness.
What did you say?
Is there somebody specifically that you closed off to right now? Or have you recently made a decision like, I'm not going to let this person or these people get on my nerves, or I'm not going
Yeah.
to talk to. Have you failed back?
Huh?
I was asking, like, have you failed back from somebody recently?
Well, what I did was, I was making a decision to like try and detach my energy when it comes on to certain people. I'm not exactly sure how, but I wrote it down on like a piece of paper,
Mm-hmm.
like, and said like I'm choosing to like detach myself from this kind of energy. So it was something like that.
Well, those cups upside down and the Four of Cups, the cups is still stand, but they just closed right now for business. So what I perceive that as is that something is going to shift, and I think it's going to be okay for you to let go of the energy, but I don't know. I'm missing something with this card. Let me check my notes or something. I don't know. Maybe that's confirmation that closing the cup. That's maybe what it is. Closing the cup. Closing the cup is actually a good thing. Remember what I said earlier. Loving the brain, the heart is a brain. It just thinks differently than the brain. It thinks with emotions. The brain thinks with logic. So logically speaking, you created balance by closing the cup.
Yes.
And it might, no, you created stability by closing the cup. But it might, I just want to know. I did at first I didn't think that this situation, I don't know if I can ask more, but because I hate going too far without asking questions to confirm what I'm thinking.
So what was the question?
I was right.
How is life?
I said I was right. So, mm, you know what this looked like? What this card reminded me of? Sand. If you look at this Four Cups right here, it kind of looks like an hourglass turned upside down, where this is the sand coming down. But these cups themselves remind me of hourglasses themselves, right? Am I y'all seeing this too?
I mean, I'm just listening.
Vanakum. Well, this your reading, man. So I, I'm jokingly saying that, but I'm getting hourglasses here. I'm getting time. But I don't think time is going to heal to bring y'all back together or whatever the energy is. That's the question is who, what, when, where, why, or how on the energy. Because maybe it'll help me close this better.
So what do you want me to answer specifically?
Maybe if you could tell me who, what, when, where, why, or how to the energy that you refer to, it can help.
Basically, it was me trying to close myself off from like these projecting energies. Like for instance, I have this uncle, and it comes off as if he has this like superiority complex, and when we have like conversations, he's quick to label people instead of listening to them. Like for instance, if you're talking to him about something and he hears a statement that he doesn't like, he'll just assume that like your reasoning he'll just assume like your reasoning behind what you said is the same as other people that he's spoken to, and then he'll sit
Mhm.
there and kind of label you. Like he'll tell you stuff like, oh, you're black and white, oh, you're this, you're that. And I just don't like it, and he does it a lot. And
So another thing that I was getting is loving from a distance, and that makes sense. Chandru, what's up, man? How you feeling, man? Young Chandru on the map, man. We in the building, man. Okay, 4 cups. That situation over with then. Where my boy Tiger at? Damn, it's cold. The temperature got to be dropping because it's cold right now.
yeah, can you hear me? Hello? Hello?
All right. Well, I think Siren had a phone call or something, so I want to say shout out to everybody who came through, man. I think I'm gonna go ahead and take a break. I will be back tonight with another reading, and I will be doing a collective reading. All right. I'm sorry. I will be doing a daily collective reading tonight for Saturday. Um, damn, sorry, you got more subscription. You got more subscribers than me.
No, I don't. I don't have more subs.
If you talking to us, you sound muffled.
Well, yeah, because can you hear me properly now?
You talking to us, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, you sound real low, like real low.
I think it's because the live got interrupted because it does that. Somebody called me when I was struggling.
So I
Did you hear what I said before though?
hold on, I can't hold on because the hold on 1 second. All right, what'd you say?
Did you hear what I said before?
No. About what part? About the uncle?
Yeah,
About the uncle or what?
yeah.
Yeah, I heard the uncle part. So what I was saying to that was that I did hear love from a distance. That's part of the reason why I said I need to ask questions because I didn't know if it was like romantic or what. So that gave me some clarity on what I was feeling. So so I think by you closing those cups off, I think it's okay. But what I will say is that because it's a reverse card and an upright card, I would take the difference, which is the 5 of cups, and throw it away. So whatever after take some time, whatever that complex or whatever he got, don't hold it against him. Um, and then that leaves wait, if you take the 5, throw it away, that leaves balance and that leaves fulfillment. So yeah, okay, I'm right. So balance and fulfillment, meaning that if you still got to deal with this person, just deal with him on your terms, you know, and just stay and just create and just move with that stability.
For me, sometimes it kind of feels like an intrusion because when it comes on to like older relatives, I realize they kind of just place themselves in your energy because they feel like they have the authority to do so.
Mm-hmm.
So
Hello.
hold on.
All right.
Yeah, okay. What I was saying is that it's like they kind of just place themselves in your energy. So what I do is like I set boundaries with what I'm not
Mm-hmm.
comfortable with. Um, I feel one time like the way I saw him speaking to my my younger cousin I didn't like. So I just
Mm-hmm.
set boundaries. Like I don't accept certain kind of tones, and I make sure to like speak up, like basically assert myself.
Mm.
I just won't let people speak to me a certain way, like if it's unnecessary or you know.
I feel you, and you ain't got to be disrespectful or nothing like that. But ain't nothing wrong with a lot of, and that's the thing because a lot of people think that just because you stand up for yourself, you automatically being disrespectful, and that's not true. I didn't cuss at you, I didn't yell at you, I ain't do nothing. I'm simply letting you know I feel like this when this happens, and I'm not going to allow it to happen again, or I don't want it to happen again. And there's nothing wrong with me saying that.
Yeah, and the way I feel like these are not parental figures to me, and they try to come in and take that position. And it's like, bro, I don't know why you're assuming this position, but it's not equal. And me and you did not agree to this dynamic. You're not even like that. It's like you're not close to me like that. So just stop.
Mm, mm. Well, I don't think it's a purposeful thing. I just think that it might just be that natural role that people assume. Do you agree or
Yeah, I think they just assume that rule. Yeah.
yeah. And that's a tough position to be in because how I don't know. That's a tough position to be in on both sides, really. Hmm.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with wanting to care, but I'm saying it's about how you do it. Like, don't like act like my parents or feel comfortable speaking to me a certain way. It's about how you do it.
Uh-huh. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I got a I got a request.
Mm.
Can you? I'm about to get up here, go get in the shower. But I want to know, can you upload me a reading? But you got to name it something that like only I would know or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Upload you a reading.
Yeah, you can make it SEO friendly. Or you just upload it and then just tell me like, hey dog, this for you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta put my name in the title or nothing like that.
I can just do a unlisted video.
A what?
Unlisted.
A unlisted? No, why you gonna do an unlisted?
Because if you get, you can just send it to the person and
No,
then
upload it. I don't care about you uploading it.
I don't want to do that on my channel. That's
You
not.
said what?
I don't want to put that on my channel.
A reading?
Yeah, like for a specific person.
Okay.
So I
I
prefer
think
for
that'd
them. Huh?
I think that'd be good advertisement for you.
Um, let's see.
I'm hungry, man. That little bowl of cereal ain't do squat. Sorry, can I have your apple?
Well, it's half eaten.
Never mind. I'll let Moon have it. All right, now. Well, I appreciate you letting me read for you, and hopefully, with a little bit of time, that situation, heal over, and y'all will be able to have some sort of relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we don't have to have like a relationship. I
I
kind of
feel you.
don't want certain people in my energy. That's all. Like you can call me if you want to know I'm fine, but I don't want certain people in my energy.
Hmm. Well, that's your choice, and I respect it. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
it's cool. All right. Well, shit. Let me go take my weekly shower.
your
I think if I
weekly
take a
shower.
shower today, I think I'll be cool until Valentine's Day.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And then if I use deodorant, I'll probably be cool for a whole month. I probably won't have to take another shower until like July or something.
I don't believe.
Hmm.
I don't believe you.
That's fine.
I don't
That
think.
is totally fine.
I don't think you take one shower a week.
In the wintertime, I take one shower a month.
That's interesting.
But if I were, like I said, if I were deodorant, then I might stretch it out like triple that.
Mm.
Hmm. Yeah. Why you look like that?
You can't see me.
Huh?
You can't even see me.
I was talking to the dog.
Oh,
Man.
because the
All
dog
right,
is judging
man.
you.
You say what?
The dog is judging you and your hygiene choices.
And he say, "What? You can't judge me. He don't never shout. He just put gingivitis all over his body."
That's how he showers.
No, that's how he spread gingivitis.
Well, if he had a clean birth, then
Hmm?
if he had a clean birth, he's doing what he thinks he's showering, so he's cleaner than you actually.
Nah, I doubt it. I
So
doubt it. I
so
doubt it.
why don't you just do it here
Do what?
instead of uploading it?
I ain't hear you. What'd you say?
The reading, why don't I just do it here instead of uploading it?
Well, for one, I've been on live for like an hour before, and then the live shut down, and then I've been live for 105 minutes again. And I'm just kind of tired of being right here right now.
Okay, well, we'll talk next time. So
You say what?
we'll talk next time.
Oh yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, I do want the reading though. Shit, I get it. Maybe I just come back live in a couple hours and get it there. Yeah.
Yeah.
But all right. Thanks for stopping by. Oh.
All right.
All right, y'all. So I want to
Bye
say it's
bye.
been an honor and a pleasure to be of service to y'all, and I wouldn't rather be nowhere else but right cheer, right now, right. So if you know what I'm about to say it with me. Peace, love, health, and wealth. Anything else, put it back on the shelf. Why? Because I ain't buying it, and you better not buy that shit either. Peace.